Rory coming up short. That's why Wozniacki left your ass. Suck a dick, Rory. Suck it. Yeah.
Golf isn't polite anymore. It's personal. The smiles are fake, the grudges are real, and every missed putt feels like payback. From cheaters to sellouts, these guys turned golf into pure chaos. Fans hate them, rivals can't stand them, and the truth behind it all might change everything. Let's break it down. Patrick Reed. Patrick Reed isn't just disliked, he's golf's pantomime villain. Every swing, every smirk, every lawsuit feels like a middle finger to sportsmanship. They call him Captain America, but not out of love, it's mockery. Ever since that 2018 Masters win, Reed's been haunted by whispers of cheat. Whispered no longer, screamed.
Too hard and missed the right anyway. Pretty unfortunate. You see Reed glaring up into the stands. Someone yelled as loud and as clear as day, cheater, as that ball was racing toward the hole.
The 2023 Hero World Challenge cemented his legacy for all the wrong reasons. Cameras caught his ball mysteriously, shifting backward in the sand like it had a mind of its own. Twitter, or X, depending who's winning lawsuits, erupted, trended faster than his bunker shot. Reed's excuse? The wind. Fans responded with hurricane-force sarcasm. Fast forward to 2025, and the LIV circus magnified it all. At LIV Miami, hecklers lined up just to taunt him. One fan shouted mid-backswing, "Fix your lie again, Patty." Reed didn't flinch, because this is his element. He thrives in hate like algae in scandal water. After all, this is the guy who sued Rory McIlroy for defamation, claiming Rory's shade hurt his reputation. Spoiler, you can't hurt what's already buried 6 feet under. Even Reed's college years at Georgia echo with cheating rumors. Tests, golf, take your pick. By 2019's Hero Dubai event, slow-motion footage showed him taking a drop that fans swore was illegal theater. Analysts like Brandel Chambly now dedicate entire podcasts to dissecting Reed's serial cheating. The stats back the hate. Golf Digest's 2025 poll crowned him most untrustworthy golfer, with 68% of 10,000 fans voting. Barstool Sports called it the Reed hate train, and it's at full speed. And let's not forget the supporting cast. His wife Justine, queen of the clapback, who once called his critics losers on Instagram. That post ratioed 10-to-1 with crying laughing emojis. Ryder Cup 2023 was the cherry on this toxic Sunday. Reed's infamous shush to the crowd became meme fuel. What fans hate most isn't just the cheating, it's his smirk while doing it. He's the man who broke golf's invisible rule. Act humble, even when you're not. In 2025, with LIV and PGA still warring, Reed stands as the perfect villain, proof that sometimes winning isn't everything, especially when everyone thinks you cheated to do it. Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau, the man who tried to turn golf into rocket science and ended up blowing up his own lab. Once hailed as the mad scientist, he's now the poster boy for arrogance, muscle, and maddeningly slow play. Bryson's every move screams, "Look at me, I'm smarter than golf itself."
Get that ball back! Man for the people.
Remember his 2020 US Open win? It should have been legendary. Instead, fans focused on his pace, 5 minutes per shot, calculator in hand, muttering formulas like a mad professor trapped in a sand trap. His obsession with spin rates and air density turned rounds into endurance tests. By 2025, slow play fines are practically named after him. Then came LIV. Bryson cashed out, packed up his equations, and fled to the land of guaranteed money and moral gray zones. His YouTube empire now boasts 700K subs, filled with trick shots, protein shakes, and LIV propaganda. In one 2025 video, he calls the PGA obsolete, cue 50,000 dislikes and a flood of clown emojis. And then, the meltdown. LIV Greenbrier, 2025. Cameras caught him berating a marshal during a thunderstorm delay. "You're ruining my round," he screamed, face redder than his golf glove. Fans booed, memes bloomed, and even fellow players cringed. Rory McIlroy dropped the mic with his 2025 jab. Bryson's all talk, no walk. Social media feasts on him. That viral 2025 US Open moment, a missed 2-foot putt followed by his robotic grimace, spawned the meme, Bryson breaks science. Fan forums banned his name for toxic discourse. Reddit's r/golf calls him the black hole of pace. Even locker room legends can't resist shade. Brooks Koepka once said, "Bryson's fun until he's not," which might be the politest translation of, "We can't stand him." LIV's 2025 TV deal collapse only added gasoline. Bryson became the face of a faltering empire. His 2025 gym flex reel, him curling dumbbells while muttering "weak PGA losers," hit 2 million views, mostly hate watches. The tragedy? He is brilliant. His mind could revolutionize the sport. But genius without grace curdles fast. Bryson DeChambeau turned golf's gentleman's game into a WWE subplot, complete with villains, flexing, and cringe interviews. In the court of public opinion, he's both the scientist and the experiment gone wrong. And golf fans? They've decided they've seen enough lab explosions for one lifetime. Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson was supposed to be untouchable, the charming lefty, the people's champion. Then came 2022, and lefty became the traitor whisperer. His fall wasn't just a stumble, it was a nosedive into hypocrisy and hubris, televised in HD. It all began with that interview, the 2021 Alan Shipnuck leak where Phil called the Saudis scary mother freeze, but joined them anyway. Fans didn't forget. The quote became a meme, a t-shirt, a cautionary tale. He justified his LEV defection as business, but golf's loyalists saw betrayal, plain and simple. By 2025, his performances mirrored his public image, washed, missed cuts, sloppy putts, and an aura of desperation. At Livy Chicago, as he three-putted a par 4, fans chanted, "Judas." It wasn't just heckling, it was heartbreak turned hostile. This was Phil Mickelson, the man they once adored. Then came the gambling whispers, the $100 million Vegas rumor that refused to die. The Wall Street Journal's 2025 expose didn't prove it, but the stink stuck. His marriage somehow survived, but his credibility didn't. His tweets praising LIV's freedom while mocking the PGA's non-exempt peasants backfired hard. 100,000 dislikes, endless clown emojis. Even Rory McIlroy's 2024 divorce drama took a weird twist when tabloids suggested Phil advised him on prioritizing legacy over loyalty. The irony? Phil's legacy was bleeding out. By the time the 2023 Ryder Cup rolled around, fans had made their verdict clear. Mickelson was out, both literally and symbolically. GolfWeek's polls show 59% labeling him a sellout. And when he smugly declared at the 2025 Masters, "The PGA is dying," it felt less like prophecy and more like projection. Once beloved for his flair, the thumbs-up walk, the cheeky grin, Phil now moves like a man walking through booze. The crowds that once adored him now mock him with chants of, "Show me the money." It's Shakespearean, really. The hero turned villain by his own greed. The man who once gave fans hope now gives them cautionary tweets. Mickelson didn't just join LIV, he embodied it. Rich, defiant, tone-deaf, and forever misunderstood. He used to whisper wisdoms to young golfers, now he whispers excuses. And the tragedy is, somewhere in there, he probably believes them. Sergio Garcia. Sergio Garcia, the man who turned passion into pure combustion. Once celebrated as Europe's fiery hero, he's now the walking embodiment of golf rage. The Spaniard's temper has become his trademark, his tantrums the soundtrack of tournaments. You never know whether Sergio's going to birdie the hole or burn the course down trying.
In the Ryder Cup standings, so he's on the outside looking in, and he's 132nd in the FedEx Cup points list. This makes no sense. We all thought after he won the green jacket in 2017, house money, look out for Sergio, and he's got lost in the wilderness. I know there's changes, there's child, there's marriage, but
the frustration's clear, isn't it? I mean, that club slam, that's the old Sergio, but he hasn't done stuff like that in a long time, so you know it's getting under his skin.
It all went downhill after his LEV defection in 2022. What was supposed to be a graceful twilight to a glorious career turned into a public meltdown spanning continents. He called Rory McIlroy irrelevant in a 2023 interview and mocked the PGA as golf's retirement home. The feud with Rory didn't just simmer, it detonated. Valderrama 2025 became infamous. Garcia forfeited a Ryder Cup qualifier mid-round, claiming politics had corrupted the game. Translation? He didn't like the rules when they didn't favor him. Then came Dubai, 2025. The Desert Classic meltdown, pure viral gold. Cameras caught him shouting at officials, accusing them of giving Rory preferential treatment. He stormed off mid-round, leaving his caddy stranded and fans laughing in disbelief. Sky Sports commentators muttered, "Classic Sergio," as the crowd booed him off the green. But this wasn't new behavior. Fans remember his 2013 fried chicken gaffe aimed at Tiger Woods, the 2019 sand trap tantrum in Saudi Arabia, and his long history of slamming clubs into the turf like a child denied candy. Once, those explosions were excused as Latin passion. Now, they're just exhausting. Polls back it up. 55% of fans in 2025 listed Garcia as entitled and unlikable. His LIV wins? Dismissed as hollow victories in a half-empty league. His post-round interviews? Condescending lectures about real golf that no one asked for. Yet, the tragedy is in the irony. Sergio used to be golf's emotional core, the kid who cried at the 1999 PGA Championship, the underdog who finally conquered Augusta in 2017. Now, he's the man fans root against. Every swing feels like a ticking bomb. Every post-game rant another nail in his likability coffin. At this point, Garcia doesn't even seem to want redemption. He thrives on antagonism, feeding off booze like oxygen. When asked in 2025 if he missed the PGA Tour, his reply said it all. "I don't miss fake smiles." Fans replied in kind, "We don't miss your temper." The raging Spaniard once fought for golf's soul. Now, he's just fighting everyone in it. Bubba Watson. Bubba Watson was supposed to be golf's fun guy, the pink driver, the quirky charm, the left-handed showman who brought joy to the fairway. Now, he's a walking PR disaster in pastel colors. If Patrick Reed is golf's villain and Bryson its mad scientist, Bubba is its circus act, loud, unpredictable, and impossible to take seriously. The hate didn't come overnight. It crept up as fans realized Bubba's aw shucks persona masked a mountain of ego. His 2022 leap to live golf, justified by family reasons, felt hollow when he showed up to the first event in a helicopter, literally. And that helicopter crashed his cart at Live Nashville 2025. The clip went viral, racking up 10 million views with one brutal caption: "Karma lands hard." His antics don't stop at theatrics. Bubba's frequent name-dropping of Donald Trump and public defenses of LIV's Saudi ties have fans rolling their eyes. Golf should be about golf, he insists, right before launching another self-congratulatory vlog titled Bubba's Freedom Tour. The locker room gossip paints an even worse picture. Teammates call him the Ghost because he vanishes during charity events and avoids practice rounds unless cameras are rolling. In 2025, Ricky Fowler, once his closest friend, reportedly unfollowed him after Bubba shaded him for staying broke on the PGA. Fans noticed, and Reddit went nuclear. Polls put him at 52% actively disliked. Not hated like Reed or despised like Mickelson, just clowned. His reputation isn't toxic, it's farcical. When he's not posting cringy TikToks of his live life, he's selling NFTs of his old master shots. One fan joked, "He's monetizing nostalgia like it's crypto." Even his once iconic pink driver has become a punchline. Commentators joke it's as subtle as his humility. His 2025 season stats? Abysmal. 0 top 10s, but a highlight reel of tantrums, missed cuts, and overblown celebrations for birdies that didn't matter. And yet, Bubba seems blissfully unaware. In a post-live interview this year, he declared, "Fans love me because I'm real." Real? Maybe. Loved? Not even close. Bubba Watson has become golf's court jester, a man adored by his reflection and booed by his audience. Every stunt feels like a cry for relevance, and every pink swing is another reminder. Even in golf, not all clowns make the circus fun. Taylor Gooch. Taylor Gooch might not be a household name, but his mouth made sure you'd never forget it. The Oklahoma-born Liv Loudmouth has turned interviews into brawls and press conferences into cringe compilations. He's not the worst player on tour, far from it, but he might be the most irritating. Since defecting to LIV in 2022, Gooch has crowned himself golf's philosopher of arrogance. His most infamous quote came in 2025, "Majors are irrelevant now, LIV is the future." Cue a collective gasp across every clubhouse in America. Within hours, majors are irrelevant trended on X, mostly followed by laughing emojis and clips of him missing easy putts. The backlash was instant. PGA players clapped back, commentators mocked him, and fans labeled him the spokesperson for delusion. Then, when Augusta barred him from the 2025 Masters, Gooch whined in a presser. "It's unfair to punish greatness." The internet exploded. Fairness? From a guy cashing Saudi checks to play exhibition rounds? Fans weren't having it. His social media presence doesn't help. Every tweet reads like a dare. "Keep crying, PGA fans. I'm still rich." When journalists called him out, he doubled down with an Instagram post of himself in a private jet captioned, "Tough life." Within 24 hours, 60,000 comments, 95% negative. Even his own LIV peers find him grating. Anonymous sources from the league told Golfweek that Gooch acts like he's the face of LIV, but no one asked him to be. His 2025 rant after missing the British Open cut, blaming anti-LIV bias, made headlines for all the wrong reasons. The irony? Gooch can actually play. When he's not talking, he delivers solid, if not spectacular, performances. But the problem is, he never stops talking. Every mic becomes a soapbox, every loss a conspiracy. Fan polls peg him at 58% most annoying. Not hated for scandal or cheating, but for sheer smugness. Taylor Gooch has mastered the art of being insufferable. His latest stunt, posting a meme of himself wearing a fake green jacket with the caption, "My Masters," drew universal groans. He wanted to be LIV's face of rebellion. Instead, he became its mouth of madness, proof that sometimes silence really is golden. Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm was golf's moral compass, until the compass spun toward cash. His 2023 defection to LIV sent shockwaves across the sport. Why? Because Rahm wasn't supposed to sell out. He hated LIV, publicly, and then came the $500 million offer. The next morning, he was in a Livy polo, grinning like nothing ever happened. The betrayal hit deep. This was the man who'd once declared, "LIV isn't real competition." Fans replay that clip constantly, splicing it with his first LIV victory celebration. Irony at its finest. His defenders call it business. Everyone else calls it hypocrisy with a price tag. Rory McIlroy didn't hold back. His 2024 interview cut like a wedge. Some men stand for something, others stand for a paycheck. The tension was electric. By the 2025 Ryder Cup, Rahm's absence was headline news, a self-inflicted exile from the legacy he'd once protected. Even European fans, once loyal, turned cold. Spanish newspapers dubbed him El Mercenario. Protest signs at events read, "Rahm sold the soul of Spain." And on social media? Forget it. Every tweet he posts turns into a battlefield of crying and cash bag emojis, yet Rahm keeps trying to justify it. "I did it for my family," he said in a 2025 interview. But fans point out he was already one of golf's richest players. What family emergency costs $500 million? On Livy, Rahm's demeanor has changed. More detached, less fire, more PR polish. Gone is the passionate player who fist-pumped for Spain. In his place stands a man surrounded by money, muttering platitudes about growth. The Rahm who once inspired has become the Rahm who rationalizes. And the numbers tell the story. Fan approval down 40% since 2023. Golf Digest's 2025 poll ranked him most disliked, citing betrayal fatigue. He's not hated for arrogance or cheating, but for hypocrisy. He was supposed to be different. Every clip of him saying, "I'll never join LIV" is a reminder. Golf's heroes have price tags now. Rahm's legacy, once golden, now glitters like fool's gold, shiny from afar, cheap up close. In the end, Rahm didn't just change teams, he changed the meaning of loyalty in golf, and that's something no paycheck can fix. Rory McIlroy. And then there's Rory McIlroy, golf's moral crusader turned walking contradiction. For years, he was the PGA's chosen knight, the anti-LIV warrior swinging for tradition. But by 2025, the armor cracked. The man who called LIV players sellouts almost joined them. When word leaked in early 2024 that Rory was in talks with LIV's executives, just exploring options, his team said, Fans lost it. He backed out at the last second, claiming loyalty to golf's history, but the damage was done. That single rumor turned him from savior to hypocrite in half a news cycle. Then came the divorce drama. Tabloids linked his marriage breakdown to career pressure. Others whispered trust issues. Fans couldn't ignore the irony. Rory, who preached integrity, couldn't even hold his personal life together. The 2025 season found him publicly unraveling, snapping at reporters, mocking Livy players one day, then posting, "We all love golf," peace tweets the next. At the 2025 Masters, a fan yelled, "Live lover," mid-swing. He smiled, painfully, and shanked it. Commentators called it symbolic. Social media called it karma. His critics, especially Live fans, relish every stumble, calling him the PGA's puppet prince. But perhaps the cruelest twist? Both sides hate him now. PGA loyalists think he's gone soft. Live supporters call him a hypocrite. Once golf's moral center, Rory has become golf's political football, tossed between two sides who've stopped believing him. Even his 2025 Ryder Cup press conference became a circus. Asked if he'd ever play Live players again, he quipped, "Sure, if they pay for tickets." The internet didn't laugh. They rolled their eyes. And yet, there's still something tragic in Rory's fall. His speeches still carry emotion, his talent still glimmers. But the sincerity that once made him beloved now feels rehearsed. In trying to save golf, Rory burned himself out, and fans, smelling hypocrisy, turned away. By late 2025, he's ranked most hated, not for crimes or scandals, but for betrayal of belief. He became the embodiment of the sport's identity crisis, a man trying to do right, crushed by the noise of greed and ego. In another life, Rory might have been the savior golf needed. In this one, he's just another headline in the ongoing soap opera of the sport. So there you have it. 8 golfers, 8 disasters in motion. From cheaters to clowns, from traitors to talkers, the PGA's gentlemen have turned the fairway into a battlefield. What used to be about birdies and eagles is now all lawsuits, egos, and viral meltdowns. Maybe golf didn't change. Maybe it finally showed its true colors. Either way, grab your popcorn, because the next scandal's already teeing up.